I am losing my sanity playing this mode. Welcome to Calamity. For those who have never heard of Calamity, what are you doing? You think I'm a rock? But I'll give a quick rundown anyways. It's a mod for Terraria that adds new biomes, weapons, and bosses. But what makes Calamity unique from the other Terraria mods is the several harder difficulties it adds. These difficulty modes being Revengeance mode and Death mode. But what if I were to tell you that there was a third one? This third harder difficulty was called Malice mode. It was removed when Calamity jumped to 1.4. The reason of its removal is because the mode was deemed unfair and unbalanced by its devs, and its remnants only living in the form of Calamity's boss rush. And that's why today I'm going to be playing Malice mode, to see if it's as difficult as people say, and to tell you if it's worth going back and update to play it. But it's mainly to gloat about it. So let's see what I'm getting myself into. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. So welcome to hell, I mean, the new world. When it comes to activating these harder modes, Calamity is generous enough to give us a starter bag that has all the stuff to set my world into Malice mode. So let me activate these before I forget. It also gives us some other stuff, like some items for each class, which I will be holding onto all of them until I choose one, and some challenge items if you want to make your playthrough even harder. Maybe I should do a playthrough with all of these activated one day. Sounds like torture. I'm just gonna throw these in the trash. Now with all that set up and half of the day gone now, I could finally get started by deforesting the entire tree population to get started on my NPC hotel. I then decided to explore the world in hopes of finding some wooden chests. But after crossing the desert and me being pretty stupid, I died. Yeah, I'm just gonna go the other way. What's the worst gonna happen? Ah, this is the worst that can happen. Why is it so close? I didn't even walk that far. It's like 5 feet away. I then realized I had some bombs on me, which gave me a plan. To run down this flesh cave? What is this even called? I haven't even questioned it until now. Well, the plan is to just break a Crimson Heart, okay? Alright, now to just... Well... guess I can't go to the left. At this point, I really had no plan, so I just kept throwing myself into the desert until I had an idea. While doing this, a meteorite landed in my world. Spoilers, I never found this meteorite. I would then spend the next 10 minutes just trying to get anywhere on the surface world and just dying. Then I finally knew what I wanted to do. It's the whole point of me playing Malice mode in the first place, to see how hard the bosses are. But if I want to do that, I would need to get better equipment, so I finally decided to head underground. At this point, I decided to go with the Rogue class, and as the wiki dictates, the first armor set is the Snow Ruffian set, which is what I'll be going for now. I am not prepared to fight this, but whatever. I'm just rushing to see the boss changes. I wanted to fight the Desert Scourge, so I made an arena. Now, I mentioned like 5 seconds ago I wasn't really prepared, but it's so much worse. I haven't found Hermes boots, I didn't find any heart crystals, I have no buffs. I didn't even get a grappling hook. There's literally no reason I should be fighting the Desert Scourge. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Right? Look, I wasn't... It was just a fluke, I swear. Just let me live for like 5 seconds, please. Alright, fine. I'll do some more mining. Clearly not ready. In the mines, I find my first heart crystal. And a web slinger. Better than nothing, I guess. The next thing I find is... Damn. Really thought the Herman's Goose would help me. Alright, I get it. It's pretty clear to me that I need to do some actual preparation. I thought long and hard about this, and 4 things pop into mind on how to improve. First, I need a good weapon. At the moment, I'm just using Tomahawk, so there is a better weapon I can use. Secondly, I need to get full HP, since I'm only at 200. Thirdly, lightning boots. I don't know, I don't really need to explain this, it's just... faster. And lastly, a bundle of balloons. An item that I never crafted before, like, when will I need this? And I'm too lazy to make any buffs, so that's everything. Let's start with the easiest thing to do. After looking at some rogue weapons on the wiki, I have found a weapon called the Crystalline. It has decent damage and it's pretty easy to craft, only needing Wolfram? How the Wolfram throwing knives, diamonds, and falling stars. I have everything but the I can't get over to Wolfram. I have everything but the diamonds, which allows us to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, while also allowing us to look for heart crystals while mining 4 diamonds. Once I found the diamonds, I headed back up to the surface to craft the crystalline. Unwillingly. But now I have an actual weapon, so yeah. The next thing I wanted to work on is the bundle of balloons, since that would take the longest. Luckily, Calamity is very generous and allows us to craft these items. All I need is some clouds and Harpy feathers. So I still need to find a floating island and- oh, it's right there. Okay. That was much easier than expected. And it had a red balloon, let's fucking go. I stayed up there to get some cloud blocks and would have gotten some Harpy feathers, but they were just not spawning for some reason. And I eventually died to Frostbite. Well, I have everything to craft my first balloon, which I would have done if I had a Tinkerer's table. How did I forget that? I've been playing this game for years. Well, chalk that up onto the list, because nothing's happening till we get a Goblin army. So there I sat, waiting for a Goblin army. Oh no. Oh, now you want to show up. I see. I am just going to skip through the Goblin army. What else can I say? I died. A lot. Like, yeah. But we did get a Goblin army in the end, so we can now find a Goblin Tinkerer. Hey, so, I can't find the footage of me finding the Goblin Tinkerer. I must have deleted it by accident. Yeah, all you really missed was me crafting the spectral boots, getting the Tinkerer table, and the cloud and balloon. Oh, also I realized that I can't craft the balloon without the solidifier. Yeah. Back to the video. You know things are bad when all that preparation you did might not even help you beat King Slime. Well, here goes nothing, I guess. Now that I've beaten King Slime, I can finally make the goddamn bundle of balloons. I also did end up getting a giant harpy feather while gathering the materials for the bundle of balloons. Now all I need is to get the lightning boots. And while I do have most of the materials, I still haven't found an inkling of the wind, which means I have to go to the fucking jungle. So
2 hours later.
oh god, what have I done? Oh god. What? I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. No, it doesn't work. At least I got an inkling to win. Boom. Lightning boots. Finally. Next boss on my hit list is the Eye Cthulhu. He's actually pretty fun to fight in death mode, so I'm pretty excited to see what they did to him in mouse mode, actually.
No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
What the hell was that? Who knew giving a movement bump to the Eye Cthulhu would make this fight miserable? The best example I can give to how miserable this fight is when he floats above your head and then dashes down after waiting for a bit. It's easy to dodge in death mode, but like for some reason it's near impossible in mouse mode. It actually got to the point where if this attack hit me, I would just reset the run. It was just better to give up and try again than continue the fight. So many times I just wanted to stop doing this challenge. But in the end I got him. Here's the winning run. My god. Oh, fuck you. Yes! Oh my god. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Yes. All that preparation I've been doing was to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. But with that, I finally got what I've been working for this entire time, the counter scarf. It works like a worse version of Master Ninja Gear. It's a very useful movement accessory, which will allow us to do any boss fight in free hard mode and above. But now that I have it, I think it's time that I visit an old friend of mine. Yes! My revenge is complete! The Desert Scourge dropped a Dune Hopper, which is a rogue weapon, which would be a great replacement for the Crystalline. I hope. After the fight, I started making my way down to the Sunken Seas, but then I got a pop-up for the Acid Rain event starting, so a change of plans is we are going to go do that instead. At the moment, I'm trying to get a new armor set, and there's two options laid out for me. The Sulphurous armor and the Victide armor. And well, I kind of just want the Acid event armor, so we're going to be trying to go for that instead. What the fuck was that? What was that? Oh my god, is that little pipe thing in the water that's doing that? It looks like it. Okay, now what's damaging me? What? What do you mean I was removed by steam? Oh. Oh, the event's over. So, about me crafting that sulphurous armor, no. Fuck that. So I made the Victide armor instead. Then I made this laboratory as my main base, so I could set up magic storage finally. Bet you all very annoyed me about using chests this entire time. I then decided to convert one of my mushroom biomes into the Crabbalon arena. While I won't be fighting him now, since I need the mushroom biome to spread to the walls of the arena, it will allow me to do other things in the world while it's happening. And if I really needed to, I can go to any of my other mushroom biomes that I found to grab some seeds to make it go faster. What does that even mean? What do you mean something's approaching? What the fuck? Where is he? Why is he all the way down there? What the hell? Oh. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh god. I just wanted to build an arena. Come on. Well, the arena's done. Now I just need to wait for it to spread. Now, how to kill time? I can go kill the giant clam. and now he's dead. All right. Okay. Now what's next? What can I do? I ended up making Queen Bee arena, but I didn't fight the Queen Bee. Oh, I also made the Skeletron arena, but I didn't end up fighting Skeletron. I also made this NPC hotel. Look, I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel, alright? I'm just waiting to fight Crabulon. Speaking of which, it's been about 3 hours in real time, so the arena should be ready. Bro, what the fuck? You know what? Hold on. I'm not waiting any longer. There, the arena's done. And I turned off cheats. All I did was cheat in the seeds. Okay? I'm not waiting any longer. So I made this little platform for me to stand on while fighting Crabulon. Because I think Crabulon's a fucking joke of a boss, so it should be easier. Would you guys believe me if I did that first try? I did end up fighting him again because I didn't get the rogue weapon first try. For once, I don't have to do preparation, so we could just go straight into fighting Brain of Cthulhu. Oh god, this is gonna be another odd Cthulhu situation, isn't it? This boss is hard. That's why we're gonna do this crazy trick called skipping the boss. And instead we'll be fighting the Perforator Hive. I'm actually pissed that I beat this my first try and not Brain of Cthulhu. Thanks to the Perforator's generous donation of his weaponry, we will be able to fucking finally kill the Brain Cthulhu! Why is he harder? And just like that, he's dead. Fucking finally. There are now only 3 bosses standing my way against the wall of flesh. Queen Bee, Skeletron, and Slime God. But before we do anything else, I need to go mining for some aerialite. By doing this, I'll be able to craft the Aerospec armor and the rogue weapon Turbulence. I also forgot about how the Aerospec and Turbulence require clouds. After gathering all the materials, I would then create the Aerospec armor along with the rogue weapon Turbulence. I then decided my best bet would be to fight Queen Bee, but before I do, I should extend the arena. Veinmire is a mistake.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
After that fiasco, I extended the arena and was prepared to fight the Queen Bee. Now that the Queen Bee's dead, I rushed over to the dungeon to fight Skeletron. I'm really hoping Skeletron drops something because I need a new weapon for Slime God. Damn, I can't believe the funny skeleton man appeared. Now that Skeleton's dead, I can go into the dungeon, and I would show you it, but who cares? There's nothing that helps me in there, so we're just going to move on to something that does. I came here because there's an endangered species that is ripe for exploitation, so I kidnapped it from its natural habitat because throwing it at bosses is better than actual weapons. With my new little helper, I could finally take on a slime god. With Slime God dead, it was time to start making the final preparations for the Wall of Flesh. Thanks to the Fargo Soul mod, I don't have to mine 500 miles of ash blocks and obsidian towers just laying around. I could just craft myself an obsidian arena to do all the work for me, which saves probably like 2 hours of just playing the game every playthrough. Like, thank you. Now that I've used the obsidian arena, I need to run from one side of the map to the other, making sure there's no random blocks like obsidian towers, little tiny islands that were once hills, just so I don't accidentally fly into it and the Wall of Flesh kills me. This is very important. Once I've determined that everything is fine and I won't die to a random block, I finally summon the Wall of Flesh. Now that I've defeated the Wall of Flesh, I've come to realize I'm not even halfway through this playthrough. Oh my god.